Look at the state of this nation, the state of this generation. Muslims and major sins nowadays a common affiliation, while our countries one by one are invaded and our brothers and sisters humiliated. But what do the Muslims busy themselves with? Many engrossed in fornication, alcohol weakening their minds with spliff after spliff. Our comfort for many of our brothers and sisters is a wish. What success can we expect to acquire when our minds are foggy and these intoxicants leave our wires unwired, all for a temporary sensation? Get up and change your situations. Change won't come from just sitting back far from the sessions of knowledge saying be patient. When Salahuddin wanted to take back Palestine, one of the first steps was spreading the Islamic creed. Spreading knowledge amongst the Muslims was his priority, because with knowledge comes piety and with piety comes success. Is it a coincidence that with a drop in the number of true scholars that the Muslims were overcome and oppressed, dispossessed, and once they had accomplished their goals to rot we were left? Just ask yourself how many Muslim African nations were destroyed by the West. How did those countries with so many resources end up behind playing catch up with the rest? In Palestine, sniper bullets putting our brothers and pregnant sisters to rest. My baby brothers and sisters in Syria and Libya dying in cold winters, a consequence of being invaded under another false pretense. We were told bombing them was for their best. So where are those people now who once cheered as the bombs dropped over their heads? My own people in Kashmir I can't forget. Imagine living in fear of walking down the wrong street and having an axe buried into your neck. What about my brothers and sisters starving in Yemen? Can you ever imagine living in the pain of such a malnutrition condition? Our people in China being tied up and forced to do things against our religion. For decades Lebanon bled. For my brothers and sisters in Lebanon I pray, God knows what's gonna hit them next. Cartoons mocking our prophet plastered on buildings in disrespect. When the Ottomans were around they wouldn't have dared to take that step. An orphan without a father is what this nation has become. The warriors in the past, there ain't many like them. Many of our so-called leaders are like venom, injected by powerful enemies into their positions to help them destroy us from the inside, then start bombing democracy into my people to make the grass look greener on this side. I don't even know how I go about my days while they suffer. Ask yourself, when was the last time you cried for your brother or sister? Laughing as we run towards our graves as if we know for a fact to hellfire we are not condemned. All of this chaos in the world, I refuse to accept this life is the end. So I ask myself, when the angel takes my soul, what will be on my mind then? The whip, the yard, the fashion trends, or the realization that this world left your heart dead as you await a punishment you were warned against? Remember what the messenger said, the intelligent one is the one who works for death. Do you really want a sin to be the last thing you did as you breathe your last breath? How can you aim for piety when you don't know where to direct your sight? How can we strengthen this nation while we drown in crimes? For other people's greed and power our brothers and sisters died. So remember why you were given life. We weren't created to work a 9 to 5, go home, eat, rest and sleep, day after day, night after night. This corruption amongst the Muslims was foretold by the messenger, the one God protected from lies. Yet to come are just a few more signs. It's only a matter of time until Al-Mahdi arrives. So ask yourself, what are you doing to prepare for those times? From the judgment of your Lord you cannot hide.